That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is now time for another edition of the Williams House Restoration Project. You might notice that my voice sounds like it's beginning to echo just a little bit, and that's because we finally reached a really awesome stage where we have drywall. Drywall is complete. We're on to the painting stage. Let's take a look around and just see what we've got. Expecting to find quite a few extra goodies in here today, so let's go. It's really kind of weird when we first walk into the door. Naturally, we had the set of spindles there, sort of a small, wall, and then just clear opening little railing, and that's now been replaced with a gigantic half wall that we'll get to in just a minute when we step up into the living room. But it's really kind of jarring to walk in and just be looking at that. We've got a pretty heavy duty in your face space. Hopefully, when we get it painted with the actual color that we're going to have in the room, hopefully the paint will sort of open it up a bit, make it less of a crazy in your face impact. But yeah, it's coming along pretty well. After a small delay, we naturally have a few things coming and going at different times, and but let's see, what is today? Today is actually 2:45, 3 o'clock, somewhere around there a.m. on Friday, March the 31st. So this is pretty exciting. It looks like things are about to take off and go super fast. Let's just get to it. Let's see what we've got. The stairs, those will probably be some of the last things. You can see we've got a few splotches and splashes here and there from just all of the drywall, the taping and mudding, and those little things, for example, just to, it's a dirty job, and you can't really expect to have everything just fall into place perfectly without getting a little bit of something somewhere. It goes hand in hand with good work, I suppose. But yeah, really amazed to see all the primer has been done. Upstairs seems to be completed with primer for the most part. And boy, it sure does look pretty different. We're really getting a feel for how things are going to look now. And it's super exciting. A few little touch-ups in the corner. Pretty sure that that'll be taken care of when actual paint goes on and the ceiling gets painted and everything. We're not doing textured ceilings, we're doing painted. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And look at this, we've got lots of goodies. There's our new front door. That door will actually be painted red like the old one, and all of the original knob hardware will be installed. But really quite fond of that window. The little fan shape that we have on the existing door, not so bad, but it's definitely dated. Didn't really want to go back with that. So happily, we're going to upgrade a little bit of style with this wonderful, whatever it is. It's just way more interesting, and less, whatever you want to call it. It just doesn't look old, so we like that. And it looks like we've got some super level sheets of flooring. I don't know what you would call that stuff, but basically what that's used for is, you notice that we have lots of segments and uneven flooring just everywhere in different areas, particularly in the living room and dining room. As you can see, this section, it's got a lot of just uneven surfaces, and that is actually going to give us a really nice, super smooth surface to go underneath all of the other flooring, just to make sure that everything lays fine, nice and easy. And I don't think that will actually go under the carpet per se. We've got carpet padding for that. Definitely expecting that to go under the hardwood. So yes, no, maybe. I don't know if they have enough sheets for that. Sure looks like they do, and if not, I'm sure they can get more, but I don't know what they do under tile. I do know that previously the kitchen had a lot of that sheeting under the linoleum, the vinyl flooring that was there before, and same thing in the bathrooms. So I don't know, that looks a little bit more than what I would imagine they would use in the bathrooms and the kitchen. And since the kitchen is going to have the same floor as the dining room, living room, and hallway, pretty sure that might go into the main living area. So we'll have a look at that and see. We'll see what we've got there. But there's our underlayment. Good stuff, good stuff. Just, helps pad underneath what we're doing with the flooring and keep that nice and soft, quiet, whatever the word is that we're looking for. Just sort of, it's supposed to be there. It's insulation, it's softening, it's noise dampening. It does all that good stuff because we don't really want all of this rat-a-tat, clackety-clack while we're traipsing across our new floor. So there we are, lots of boxes of this wonderful color that we're looking at. So I'm sure it's going to be gorgeous once it's laid down. It's actually very similar to the color of the flooring that we had before. Before we had just, I don't know what the color was, teak hardwood vinyl. It was plank vinyl, click together stuff, and it was quick. It was something we could do ourselves, and it was definitely an upgrade from the super outdated, super stained, super annoying, disgusting carpet that used to be in here. So we'll call this an upgrade to our upgrade. That's good. Can't wait to see this start going down. Hopefully that happens either later today, maybe this weekend, maybe next week. I don't know. I've got to deliver the lights to go into the fixtures, at least the lights that we purchased outside of what the contractor already has. So I've got to deliver that this weekend, with plans that the electrician will be here to install those on Monday. So just giving you a nice little look around with everything, kind of get the feel for how ridiculously open this is feeling. It actually feels really, really good. And, you can see we've got some dimension happening here. So can't wait. Super excited to see this go down. And let's go take a look around, see what else we've got if I don't kill myself on those things. Straps holding everything together. Let's just not do that. I'd really like to survive at least long enough to live in this house for a little bit longer. We'll see how that goes. A little trip down hallway lane. Got a thermostat wired and ready. And this time we are at 60 degrees inside. 68 degrees. There we go. Focus. That's a wonderful thing. Looking nice. That's good. Feels nice. Everything has been primed and painted for the most part. Just ready. Getting everything prepped for the big final push, I suppose. Even the attic drop down, yeah. That's going to be painted, maybe trimmed out with some nice trim of some kind, I would hope, and see how we go with there. So yeah, we're in the master bedroom now, taking a peek down into the guest bathroom. And as I said before, these floors will be carpeted pretty much wherever you see no paint on the floor. I'm not talking about drywall splashes, I mean paint. You notice master bathroom floor is painted. That's going to get tile. Unpainted floors will have carpet. So there we go, just a heads up. It's mostly just going to be the bedrooms and the main room downstairs. I'm pretty sure. We're looking into the closet now. Everything's coming along great. Really, really excited about this stage in the process. The wife's office, it's primed and drywalled. And same thing for mine. You can see carpet's going to go in both of those as well. Ceiling fans in each room. Those little squares, about 100% sure those are for smoke detectors. Remember, as I said before, even if you've got smoke detectors here, It's not going to save your life if the house catches on fire because we did not have them in the attic. However, now due to building codes, smoke detectors do belong in the attic. So, hooray. Hopefully if the house catches on fire again, cross my fingers, hope, pray that it doesn't happen. But if by some crazy circumstance that it does, maybe those little things will sound in the attic at the time. Got a little bit of water run in here, as you can see, just due to the old door. And, that'll be taken care of with weather stripping once the new door is installed. So I'm not too concerned about that right now. The floor actually seems to still be pretty solid. You can kind of get the idea, if you'll notice the seam there. This floor used to have parquet, and it's since been scraped up. We're going to turn that to match the rest of the flooring that's going in the main living area. But you can see that the floor that we're currently standing on is some of that overlayment that will sort of level everything out for your hardwood. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure we're spot on with that. Let's go downstairs and take a peek at what we've got going on. So we can see downstairs, I guess that crazy gray that ended up turning sort of purple is a little bit more difficult to cover up with primer. And maybe it'll take care of it. The paint that we're going with should do pretty well, but whatever they've got to do, they'll handle that. Utility room, not exactly finished. It's a bit slapdash in here, but you know what? They're working at it. That's what counts. They're going to make it good. So we'll keep an eye on that, see how that's working. And it looks like we've got some molding and not mold. We hate mold. We had a whole bunch of mold up there during most of this process. But actually, it smells kind of painted in here. I'm pretty sure that this primer is still a little bit fresh, or it's just making its way down. You can see we've got the bucket of goodies there, and it hasn't had time for the smell to dissipate. I don't mind, but just FYI, there's your reference in case you were curious. So, several different styles of molding that I see. We've got your average small, what looks like door casing molding. Easy peasy stuff, looks pretty nice. And I'm not exactly sure what this extra large piece is. I don't know what it goes to. I don't know why. I don't know why it's broken. I didn't break anything, I promise. But, so yeah, we've got some interesting, whatever that is. A couple of pieces of that. Looks to be. No big deal, but I'm going to assume that these other sections are baseboards. It looks about right. I know we were told that the baseboards would be upgraded from teeny tiny to a more modern, chunky looking baseboard. So, I don't know. Those are upside down right now. We'll find out what they look like when they're flipped over, installed, whatever they've got to do with them, whenever it happens. And more primer. Woot. With a bucket. I'm okay with the bucket. The bucket means that they've been using it. And when they use the primer, it goes on the walls, which means progress, which means happy. So good. We like that. That is excellent, excellent. Let's go take... Oh, actually, let's see. This beautiful little piece is the covering door to our, I don't know, what do you call it? Crawl space, access, whatever this is. This goes under the stairs, and it's actually really clean this time. But that goes to give us access to our water main. Turn the water on and off so that we can do stuff without too much hassle. So great. I'm glad this isn't full of spiders and dirt and whatever else used to be back there. There was actually some really, really crappy brick patterned linoleum flooring under there. It was all curled up on the edges and just didn't look very inviting. I mean, I wouldn't want to hang out or go camping in there anytime soon, but At least now, I'm probably not going to mind taking a little stroll in there. Let's just take a peek. Yeah, it's under the stairs and okay. Maybe it'll make a great place for the cat litter box. We'll check into that, see how that works out. We'll figure that out a little bit later. Maybe. I don't know. I've got plans for that, I guess. Oh, as I said, if nothing else, we will try to drywall some of that in there, or, what is it, paneling, wood paneling, something to finish it off just a little bit and give us a little bit of a cleaner looking space. Not so bad. We've got the breaker box panel is uncovered right now, I suppose, to prepare for the electrician on Monday and see what he does. And it looks like we've got some goodies in the garage. Lots and lots of goodies, actually. We have doors and doors and doors and doors and doors and cabinets and doors. I'm going to assume that this is the downstairs door for the garage basement area that will replace that empty space. Looks pretty solid. I think it might be. It's got the deadbolt. It's got the regular knob. It's metal instead of wood like all of these others. And I'm assuming that these at the back are the closet doors, at least for one of the closets. Oh yeah, you can see that's just a double door to open up. Shoot, I don't know if there's going to be room for that anywhere. Might be a little bit difficult if we've got too much clutter in one space to get in there. Hopefully we're not going to use those closet doors for too much, or at least the closets for too much storage. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll see. And if worse comes to worse, we'll just tear the suckers out and put some of the little foldy doors back in. But those are actually nice. I hope we don't end up trying to go crazy on them, but I think the rest of these are just doors to replace all of the doors that were taken out from the upstairs. So, hooray. I guess there are enough doors there. I don't even remember having that many doors. So, if I say doors one more time, I'm going to get kicked out the door. Cabinets. Cabinet things. Lots of things. There, our bath vanities. We actually got a super great deal on those. I'm pretty sure we got them for less than half price, honestly. So that was a win-win, double win. So that's going to go in each of the upstairs bathrooms, master bath and guest bath. They're identical, they match. We will use those and be happy about it. I don't know what this is. It says it's maple antique. And that's the color of our upper cabinets. Maybe this is crown molding. I'm kind of suspecting that's what it is. Let's hope so. This looks like our Lazy Susan. And yes, birch, umber. It's going to be a beautiful color. We can't see too much in there. It's plastic wrapped, but we'll see. We'll get to show you sometime soon once it's all out and about and installed, or at least sitting where it's supposed to go. All of this just looks like more cabinets. More cabinets, more cabinets, cabinets, which is going to be great. I believe these are going to be installed after the flooring goes down, just to make sure that everything sits nice and flush and, style, right? That's the way it's going to work. I think these are cabinet doors. Maybe painted antique. I'm not looking at it too much, but maybe so. And could it be? What is this? Oh, those are the panels that will go around the island to make it actually look like it's still the cabinets, even though there's drywall there. So it blends in. It looks like it's a floating island instead of one that's just been stuck into the middle of some drywall. Knobs, more cabinet things, all kinds of little lights. What are those lights? I don't know what those lights do or where they go, but there they are. So I guess we will use those. And of course our beautifully recovered, but still not quite so beautiful, fireplace mantle. I don't mind it. I think it's fine. It's going to be nice to at least have a piece of something from the old upstairs. Besides, well, okay, let's face it. The only thing upstairs that's still original, or that will be original, is some of the studs hidden behind the walls. So this mantle piece is actually going to be a very, very warm welcome. Well, the fireplace too, but that's been moved. Forget I said anything about that. This mantle is actually going to be put back in there, so I'm really kind of happy to see the old thing go back in place. Kind of feeling nostalgic now. Onward and upward. This. All I have to say about this is this. The outlet will be there. You follow me? So that's going to come over to my garage door opener. If that thing ever breaks, I'm going to have one heck of a time trying to get it out. I'm going to have one heck of a time trying to program any brand new remotes. It's just going to be one heck of a time. We've talked about that, had a little bit of a discussion. This is kind of where we are right now. We might see if something better can be done somehow, but if I have to leave it like this, fine. It's just going to look like absolute crap for anybody that has to take that out, whether it be me or a future homeowner. Let's just hope that never, ever, 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 ever happens. The back of our shower, that's fully closed in now. Everything's painted and, or I should say primed. Not painted so much, but it's all primed. And so yeah, we're just waiting for the time to come that everything gets trimmed out, that all the flooring gets laid down and cabinets start to go in. Maybe another week, maybe another 2 weeks, but we're looking at some serious progress ahead of us now. I think that's it for the rest of this. We'll check back sometime later when we've got enough for another update. We actually had more than enough for an update this time. I suspected that it probably not much going on to update, but there it is. We'll check back again. See you next time.